Yep. All right, guys, we got Carlos here. We just got done with ARG at Austin at the Mothership store. Fantastic store. So Carlos actually got second place with a unique Boo deck that performed extremely well, actually, and he's nice enough to give us a deck profile. So Carlos, whenever you're ready.
All right, so let's start out with the Boos, how I get them out. We got Hercule to search for all my red Boos. And really, I'm looking for this guy. This is the one that starts everything.
All right.
Once I find him, I either search him, if he's not in my hand already, or I search for a Universe 7, so I could dump with Frieza. Dump a Universe 7, draw 2 cards, you know, it's plus.
Yeah.
I never grab him, obviously. You do not want this guy in your hand.
You mind if we flip it like this? Like when you lay them out?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah. And he is using the Universe 7 Frieza leader from the TOP set. That's perfect.
Universe 7 leader. So I also have an assisting to search for my Universe 7s. I have run 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these. Usually I just dump this with Frieza and draw 2. Because since I run 4 Boos and 4 Hercules, I'm almost always getting what I need. And I usually, when I do run this, when I do tap it and use it, I'm usually looking for him. If I don't got him in my hand already.
Nice.
So what he does is combo with 2 Universe 7s and your Buuhan, or it gets triple strike. So you Buuhan him, he's double swing, triple strike.
Nice.
You play Kid Buu on top of that, you got 3, 4 triple strikes in one turn.
I saw that in finals of game 2. You brought him down to 3 life, and you're able to Kid Buu him for game.
Yeah. So the point of this whole deck is to get him down to 6 or 5 life. If they're playing aggro, more than likely they're going to see Buuhan because they're going to fill up my hand with cards playing aggro. If they're playing slow, then I'm going to go into my other Buu, which is him. Self Awakens. So if I have 8 life, I can kill myself all the way down to 4. Awaken on tap 2 with Frieza, and just keep on doing more stupid shit. Go back into Buu, do another evolve into him. Just ridiculous. Another Buu that I run, I only run 2 of him, is this one. Under any Buu, it gets barrier. So I run 2 of him, and I can search him whenever I need him with this. So if I'm going against a green deck or something that has destruction, I'll go ahead and search him and put him under here. And then I can go into whatever else I want.
So he's actually very good against mono SS3 builds now, right?
For mono SS3, I say the Buuhan option is a better one.
Yep. But the barrier definitely comes in handy.
Yeah, barrier comes in handy with all these new black cards that want to warp your shit. Destruction. Pretty much anything that's just anything that's a nuisance.
Yeah.
It keeps your Boos on the field.
For sure.
This one has barriers, so you can play it by yourself. But the problem is with playing this by yourself, when you evolve into it, it loses barrier. So you want this under the Buu if you can get it under the Buu. It's not necessary. Because in this format, everybody's playing more aggro and less removal. So it's not really necessary. I run 2 Piccolos. Really for Ultra Instinct.
Ultra Instinct?
Ultra Instinct or something like that. Blue Energy, Universe 7, so I get to draw.
Alright.
Super combo, 4 super combos, 4 negates, 4 sensus, 2 trunks. Just gives me the cards I need. I've gotten so much cards I need with trunks, and it's, you know, harder the cards.
Yeah, just find those missing pieces. So what would you say was your hardest matchup?
I would say Super Saiyan 3 apes.
Super Saiyan 3 apes? There's just so many blockers.
So many blockers, and they run Nimbus.
Fair
Running
enough.
Nimbus, you know, it's this deck focuses on boss characters. So when you got your bosses out, you want to do like 4 triple strikes in one turn.
Yep.
But Nimbus just says no, you know, so then you got to stall out and wait. So Super Saiyan 3 apes with all the blockers, that's probably the hardest one.
Okay.
And all the matches in this format are pretty hard. So like I was saying before, you survive until turn 3. You got 3 energy down. You play him. You untap. Untap 2. Usually a blue and a red. You go into Sensu. Now you got all your 3 energy again. Go into him. And then come out with a Buuhan. Come out with him. Whoever you want. And if you come out with a Buuhan, you're going to hit him with the triple strikes. You have 1 blue energy left to play Kid Buu.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, so if they're being real aggro, this does fairly well, just because it can hit you with 4-3 triple strikes on turn 3 if you're playing aggro like that. If you're not playing aggro, like I said, they can stall out all they want. Once he comes out, I'll awaken myself and do what I have to do.
Just go off from there. Is there any changes you'll make to the deck?
Add a side deck. Yeah, nah. I didn't know that there was side decks in this tournament. This is my first ARG.
First ARG came out second.
Yeah.
A total of 43 people attended, and the finals was actually against a Pan player, right?
Yeah, and it was pretty interesting. It got pretty tight because he was playing a lot of blockers, and this deck really suffers because it has no removal. So if I did side, I would probably side with some removal, you know, some removal to deal with that.
Yeah.
The only really fake removal I got is Frieza.
To put them to rest.
Yeah, to put him in rest. But at the end, he had 3 pans, and they all were blockers with barriers. So I couldn't even put him to rest.
Fair enough, man.
I can come out with Buuhan and attack him in active mode. So it has a tough time dealing with blockers. You gotta play around with this deck. You actually have to play around, and you gotta really think about using this deck. It's not a autopilot deck. If I'm gonna call it anything, it's not an autopilot deck. You gotta play around stuff. You know, if your opponent's being dumb, yeah, you just can kill him in a couple turns. But most of the time, it's you know, surprise attack Buu. Surprises them with just a bazooka. I call it the bazooka. Just because, like I said, triple strike, triple strike, triple strike, triple strike. It's like, what the fuck just happened? You know, that's 12 damage in one turn. And you only can have 8 life in this game, so.
Yeah, fair enough. But all right, guys. Well, this is Carlos. Came with no side deck. I'm assuming this is your first ARG event.
Yes.
43 people attended. He came in second place in a very, very close matchup. Carlos, any shout outs to anybody? Nope. One man soldier. All right, Carlos. We greatly appreciate the deck profile, man. Good luck on your future events.
All right, thank you.